Hi, I'm back today with a video to show you how to make your own homemade cleaners, especially if you're like me and you don't like the commercial cleaners because of the chemicals and the harm that they can do to our bodies. I've heard of hormone disruptors, cancer-causing agents, all kinds of things that are in cleaners. There's fragrances in room polish or room spray, furniture polish. There's all kinds of fragrances that are artificial as well, and they're not good for our lungs. So anyway, with that being not being the only reason, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. You'll need to find recipes like on Pinterest, Instagram. There's a lot of people on Instagram. I highly recommend Clean Mama. Her name is Becky, and she also wrote this book called Simply Clean. I absolutely love and recommend this book. And then I cannot remember her name, but there's this beautiful girl on Instagram who she's called Our Oily House, and she uses essential oils in a lot of things. And she's a great resource also. And also I scoured Pinterest, the internet, years ago before I even really followed anyone on Instagram. So I have some of my favorites here that I also use. So today I'm just going to focus on things that I use in my kitchen. And I will honestly say I probably use these every day. It would be the floor cleaner. It's for hardwood floors. My kitchen is hardwood. But this is also safe on tile, laminate, whatever else you have, according to the recipe that I found in Becky Rapinchuk's book, Clean Mama. That's the hardwood floor cleaner recipe that I use. And there's also a glass and window cleaner that I got from Pinterest. I cannot remember where that came from, but I'm sure you can look it up. And let's see, I have a disinfectant, an all-purpose, and a granite and stone cleaner. The granite and stone cleaner is from my friend Jess from Strangers and Pilgrims blogspot.com. She's fantastic, and she's also on Instagram as just capitals JES. I don't think she does YouTube, but she has a wealth of information, and I followed her for so many years. So anyway, I'm going to start with the things that you'll need. First and foremost, you're going to need your recipes, the list of cleaners that you're going to need. You'll need measuring spoons, measuring cups, like a liquid mixing measuring cup, a couple of funnels. If you have various sizes, go ahead and do those. These are not all empty, but I need them, so I'm just gonna demonstrate. But you can use amber glass bottles. These are just recycled plastic bottles that I did originally have store-bought cleaners in. Peroxide, alcohol, vinegar, cornstarch. Yeah, that one's kind of funny, so I'll explain later. And Castile soap in whatever scent that you prefer. And of course your essential oils and your recipes. So I'm going to start with, like I said, my favorite floor cleaner. And it's the one I use the most, so it's completely empty. So for your floor cleaner, and a lot of floor cleaners you find on Pinterest use vinegar. I find that vinegar works, and I like it. But I also, sometimes I find that it's it looks like some of the places on my hardwood floors, the finish is being seems like it's wiping away slowly. So I kind of alternate back and forth between this one with no vinegar and one with vinegar. So today I'm going to use the one with no vinegar. And you will need 1 to 2 drops of Castile soap, whichever scent you like. And I'll have lavender and peppermint, and you can just change it. Oh wait, I had lavender. I had 2 lavenders, but anyway, I also use peppermint. I don't know why I brought the lavenders both. And also you will need 2 cups, no, not 2 cups, 16 ounces, 1 cup of water, 1 to 2 drops of the Castile soap, and then 1 to 2 drops of the essential oil of your choice. And for floors, I like a kind of a woodsy, like a eucalyptus or even a pine. If you remember when we were smaller and our moms would mop the floors with pine salt, kind of gives us that nostalgia. So I have it's a Scots pine, and really quickly, none of this is like a sponsored video or anything, but these are really truly my favorite products. Plant therapy oils. I highly recommend them because they are the same exact quality as the higher ones, the ones that cost so much. Customer service is fantastic. I've only contacted them a couple of times because I really never have any issues. The shipping is super quick, and the price point just can't be beat. So anyway, like I said, 16 ounces of water, 1 to 2 drops of your favorite essential oil, and 1 to 2 drops of Castile soap. So let's begin with the water, and I'll unscrew the bottle here. Let's see, okay, and put your funnel in. And we will just do our 16 ounces of water, which is gonna be about 2 cups. And I never do anything perfectly. I try to be as accurate as possible, but this is not cooking, so it's just I don't know how that ended up in there. So first is my water. And again, this is floor cleaner. With the drops of the soap, the Castile soap, it says 1 to 2 drops of Castile soap. And I'm gonna go ahead with 2. And it kind of looks like syrup, so I just like pour it twice, just super quickly. And then 1 to 2 drops of essential oil, and I'm gonna use 1 drop of pine and 1 drop of eucalyptus. I think that actually ended up being 2. And eucalyptus. And like I said, I cannot stress enough how much I love plant therapy essential oils. Okay, and since that is all done, which you can double the recipe if you have the larger spray bottles, you can double it, just give it a shake, and it's ready to go. What you can do is, if you find that the 2 drops of soap is a little too much, or you have to end up rinsing your floors, then just drop it down to 1 drop of soap. So, and I have just a chalkboard label on this bottle. I've used it for a long time. So that one is complete. And we'll move on to the disinfectant. This one's really easy. I don't know if a lot of people know this or not, but just plain household peroxide. I use it in the kitchen on the counters when we've cracked eggs, or whenever I've cut chicken on a cutting board, anything else that could possibly cause foodborne illness, I'll spray that and wipe it and let it air dry. So that's one of the very cheapest disinfectants, and I read where studies have shown, and I think maybe I read that in Becky's book, that peroxide is more effective than bleach on most germs. Okay, so I'm going to carry on. You got your disinfectant. The one that really shocked me, and I was like, there's no way this will work, I'm never going to use this, I'm going to be upset that I wasted the product and all this other stuff, but anyway, but I will say that ever since I made this, all the other glass cleaners that I've had recipes for, I never used again, because this genuinely does work. And it contains this special ingredient with cornstarch. If you want to look up why cornstarch in a glass cleaner, it's something about the way that mirrors are not perfectly smooth, and cornstarch helps you prevent streaks. So for your glass cleaner, you're going to need your bottle, and this one still has some, and you can see it does settle. The cornstarch will kind of settle to the bottom, so you do need to give it a good shake before you use it on your mirrors and glass. And this one calls for a 1/4 cup of vinegar. So you're going to need vinegar, 1/4 cup of that. You need 2 cups of water. Okay, 2 cups of water. Then you need a 1/4 cup of alcohol and a tablespoon of cornstarch and 8 to 10 drops of essential oils. And I'm going to go with peppermint for this one, and the reason being is my favorite store-bought one was it's called Sweet Mint, I believe, by the Method company. And Method and Mrs. Meyer's are my 2 favorite if I buy them from the store. And yes, I know they contain some toxins, but sometimes I cheat. But for the most part, I will use just the peppermint scent in the glass cleaner, and it smells wonderful, but it's not overpowering. So, like I said, water, 2 cups of water, a 1/4 cup of vinegar, 1/4 cup of alcohol, a tablespoon of cornstarch, and 8 to 10 drops of essential oils. So I'm going to start with the water because that's what I always do. And I might end up with too much to fit in the glass bottle, so I'm gonna mix it all in the measuring cup. Okay, so 2 cups of water. And I know I should use the liquid one, but I'm just gonna go with this. 1/4 cup of alcohol. 1/4 cup of vinegar, and yes, I'm using this towel here to prevent vinegar from getting on my granite. Okay, 1/4 cup, and that just got on there anyway, so I'm gonna wipe that up the best that I can. Okay, so we have our vinegar, our alcohol was 2 cups of water, 1/4 cup of vinegar, 1/4 cup of alcohol, and a tablespoon of cornstarch. And just mix that in. And then your essential oils, which I'm going to use. You can use a mixture of your favorite scents. You can use your favorite scent. I haven't seen anything that says certain oils are not recommended. You can research that more, and if you find something like that, then obviously don't use it. So I'm going to use 8 to 10 drops, just depending on how much scent you like, I guess. Okay. Oh, and I love the smell of this stuff. The vinegar is, it'll put you off just a little, but once you start cleaning a lot with vinegar, you will, I guess you won't have the aversions. I know my kids still will be like, Mom, I don't like the vinegar smell. I don't want to clean with that. But then they've actually gotten a lot better and they use it just like I do. Okay, so now that it's in the bottle, I use the funnel to put it in the bottle just to avoid spills as much as possible. And put the lid on. And obviously, yes, the cornstarch will sink to the bottom, so you'll need to shake it before you use it. So we have our glass cleaner. So I've done the glass cleaner. I have done the floor cleaner for hardwood floors with no vinegar, and I did a disinfectant. And we have a, let's see, a granite and stone cleaner. And this is like probably my favorite. I wrote on it granite and stone cleaner. But this is from my friend at Strangers and Pilgrims. That is the name of her Strangers and Pilgrims blog. That's her blog, and she also has Instagram, and it's capital letters J, E, and S. And she's fantastic, and she's super sweet. Let's see. With this recipe, I just love it, and I also use the peppermint oil for that one as well. So, I wrote down this, she was just so kind to give me one that did not, she actually uses, I think she uses her own peppermint, like fresh peppermint that she grows or fresh mint that she grows. I told her, obviously I don't have a green thumb, don't have a mint plant, so she gave me a recipe using peppermint oil. So, I can still use that. I don't think it's a big deal, it's just cornstarch. So, I'm going to, let's see, 1.5 cups of water. I bet I'm gonna need more.